Hello there. I didn't see you. My name is Ambroise Pare. As you might have noticed, I'm covered in bloodstains. I actually just came back from the surgery called an amputation. Tiny. As you probably know, I'm a surgeon. One of the greatest in the 16th century. Some might say the father of modern surgery. He was born in Beaucaire near Lavelle, France in 1510. As a young lad, I started out as a barber surgeon, shaving customers and whatnot. In my late 20s, I joined the French army to basically, save lives. During that time was the turn of Sage and the Reformation, which was the split of the Christian church, basically. During the army, that is when I made my breakthrough in surgery. Here on my display board, I have many pictures of the many great things I did, including my ointment, prothesis, and my tools. Also, my timeline. Now this picture here is an ointment I created during the French War in 1537. It is a combination of oil of roses, turpentine, and egg yolk. This mixture was less painful and saw a huge improvement on the wounds. The one reason why I created this mixture was because on the battlefield I ran out of boiling hot oil, which is what they used for the wounds. Now over here is a great invention that many people thought was crazy. Prosthetics. Since many wounds to a soldier's arm or legs could only be treated by amputation of the injured limb, I created upper and lower extremity prosthetics that show knowledge of basic prosthetic function. I also invented an above-knee prosthesis, which was a kneeling peg leg and foot prosthetics. It had a fixed equinus position, adjustable harness, knee lock control, and other engineering features used in today's prosthesis. Prosthetics is quite famous now, thanks to me. And this is a picture of my timeline. On my poster board here is some pictures of me performing on the battlefield and in the surgery room. Another contribution I made to surgery was to seal arteries and blood vessels to stop uncontrolled bleeding during amputations. Most surgeons use hot iron, which sadly left most people on the floor dead. So, I started thinking, what if I just cut the vessel, tie it with a string, and sew it up? Here's a picture of my invention. As you know, surgery is much more advanced now, but back then, this is my masterpiece. Steps to perform a perfect surgery. Step 1. Cut the wound open. Step 2 and 3. Cauterize the wound with hot iron to stop uncontrolled bleeding. Step 3. Make sure the wound is not infected. Step 4. Apply ointment around the wound. Step 5. Seal the wound by stitching it up. Here are the tools that you will need. Okay. Knives to open and split the flesh. Forceps to pull the flesh apart. Saws for cutting through the bone. Hammers for breaking the bone. And finally, needles and thread for sealing up the wound. This is a picture of my guild sign. It has my name. Here is a picture of my barter item. It is a glass eyeball made out of porcelain, stained glass, enameled gold, and silver. Hello again. This is me in my costume. My shoes are made out of rubber and felt. My jacket, as you can see, is covered in bloodstains. Yeah, bloodstains, like I said before, because of the many surgeries I did. We didn't have washers back then, so I couldn't wash it off.
just came back from the surgery. Called an amputation. I had to deliver a baby. Tiny. Many people today use now. These hot.